Hello everyone, welcome back. So we're on day 3 of our facial exercise marathon. Just a reminder, do day 1, day 2, and then day 3. So we're going to do the exercise portion of each video and we're going to put it all together so it's one routine now. And then we'll do the same with day 4 and day 5, and then at the end of the week I'm going to send you the whole video, the whole routine together in one video with no talking. So today is day 3. We're going to continue our stretching. These are really simple stretches, but really key that you do them correctly, and really key that we keep doing them in the right order. So please respect the sequence of days because each exercise is connected to the next one strategically. So as usual, we're going to start with the 3 really deep breaths where we grow more and more and more with every breath. So let's start with that. Okay, so we're going to do a deep breath in through the nose. Feel yourself grow and lift and then out. So we grow with the breath, but then we don't fall with the breath. Staying tall, staying tall. One more deep breath. Imagine yourself being pulled from the ceiling, from the top of your head, growing, growing, growing. Staying tall. Let's roll our shoulders back. So now we're in the correct position, sitting as straight as we can for the first exercise, okay? So as another little reminder, when we do the side to side type movements, we got to remember that we're doing almost like a rainbow. So it's up and over, because that is again reinforcing the elongation of the spine. It's actually going to be elongating your entire spine, but especially the neck, because that's really what we're concerned about right now, is getting everything nice and open in the chest, the neck, and the head and the face. Okay, so here we go. Here's our first exercise. So we're going to be moving our head to the side. So up and over. Here we are. And now we're going to be looking at the floor and the ceiling a few times, okay? So look to the floor, look to the ceiling, to the floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling, up and in. Now to the other side, up and over, to the floor, to the ceiling, to the floor. Keep breathing. To the ceiling, to the floor, to the ceiling. Up and back to the center. Now we're going to be doing it going forward. So again, remember up and down. So up, looking down, and then side to side. Keep breathing. Staying tall. Up and back to the middle, and then we're going to go to the back. So again, up and to the back. And remember, you don't have to go far, and these don't have to be big movements. Just do it however is comfortable for you. And if it's not worth pushing yourself for, if it's really small right now, that's totally okay. Okay, so up and to the back. And then back and forth. Keep breathing. Back to the middle. Okay, so now we're going to do circular motions all the way around, 3 times one way and then 3 times the other. Okay, so again, up, breathing. And now the other way. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our hand, put it under the chair you're sitting on. So you kind of have a grip of the edge of the chair underneath. So it's holding this arm down. We're going to be creating just a little bit of an extra stretch in here. And we're going to bend up and over our head to the side. So here we go. You can really feel a good stretch here. Not too hard, just enough. Deep breaths. To the middle. Now we're going to grab this hand, do the same on this side. Okay, so those were the exercises for day 3. Now for your tip of the day. So for day 1, we were talking about drinking lots and lots of water, at least 8 glasses a day. Day 2, we were talking about adding the omega-3 supplements to your diet, whether that be fish oil or a vegan source. And today we're talking about sunscreen. So I am not a big advocate for people staying out of the sun. I think that we need the sun. I think the sun is there for a reason. And I think in large part we are solar powered creatures. So we need the sun. However, we need to protect ourselves from getting burnt. And one of the best ways to do that is using sunscreen, especially on the face. The face is the part of our body that's out in the open all the time. Whatever the season, whatever the weather, our face is out there. And so even on a cloudy day, there can be a lot of UV rays coming through the clouds. And we need to protect the part of us that our faces also are the skin on our faces is very thin compared to most other parts of our body. So it really does need protection. Any extra sun damage can lead to wrinkles and fine lines, which nobody wants more of. Hyperpigmentation, melasmas on the skin, and then ultimately, if there's too much exposure, there's burning, it can lead to skin cancer. So nobody wants any of those things. We can just daily, as a routine, as a rule, apply sunscreen. We got to find one that we like. I'm a big fan, obviously, of natural sunscreen. So usually it's made of zinc oxide. That's usually the main ingredient in it, which is really white. So no matter what your skin color, you're probably not going to be as white as zinc oxide. I would recommend getting a tinted sunscreen. Now, finding a tint that is the right color for your skin can be tricky, but it's worth looking for. Even for darker skins now, there's starting to be finally more choice in color. There's more and more of a broad spectrum that they're understanding is needed. And even on fair skin like mine, zinc oxide can be chalky looking. So, and that's even more so on dark skin. So keep your eye out for brands that are coming out with new colors, new formulations. But in my opinion, keep it the natural sunscreen, because we're all trying to reduce our toxic load. And there are so many things we can't control, but what we're putting on our skin, what we're putting in our bodies, we can control. So let's control those things. Let's take responsibility for those and make the best choices we can. We're all doing the best we can. There is one sunscreen I use and I recommend trying if you want. I'm not affiliated with this company at all. This isn't even a high-end product, but I love the texture and I love the color of this. And I have tried really expensive tinted sunscreens, and I personally don't like them. I always find they're too light for my skin, color-wise, and I always find they're a little bit too, it's almost like a drying. It's almost like I feel like I'm putting a little bit of clay on my skin, and as I'm getting older, I don't want anything drying on my skin. If anything, I want it to be neutral or slightly moisturizing. So I'm going to show you this. This is the brand that I use. It's called All Good. I got this at Healthy Planet. It was like around the $20 mark, and there's a good amount in here. This is going to probably last me all summer. I really just use it on my face, and I use it on my décolleté as well. Like if I'm wearing a tank top or a V-neck shirt, that's really important to protect. I actually do use it around on my neck, front and back as well, and my ears. And I really, really like this stuff. Do your own research. I might start carrying this actually because it's really the one I like the best. It's not from a high-end skincare line, but I've tried some of them and they're not that great, to be honest. If you disagree, that's completely fine. Find one you like, but give this a try if you want. So that's my recommendation. So get one that's natural and get one that you like the texture and the color of. That's my tip of the day for day 3. Thank you for showing up again today, and I will see you again for day 4 tomorrow.